Uncle, need help? You have to be careful, huh? The path is very narrow. Your shirt! What's in the bag? Hello, police. There's an elderly Chinese man. He's pushing a trolley with a bag in it. There's a lot of blood coming out.
Evening, Sergeant.
Good evening, sir.
What effects you have?
Sir, we received a phone call from Mr. Wu Xingguang about a bag leaking blood. And upon inspection, we found a dead body inside the bag.
John, you interviewed the elderly man. Krishna, you canvass for witnesses.
Yes, sir. Is he familiar, the old man, Don?
Kelly, you follow me. Mr. Wu, what happened?
Well, I saw the Karagoni man. He was struggling with the bag. And I saw blood flowing from the bag also.
Kelly, record a statement from Mr. Wu.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Wu.
Thank you. Sir, just spoke to some of the neighbors. According to them, the Karangoni man is a known character in the neighborhood, a simple-minded man, usually collects items to sell.
Okay, thanks, Krish.
Sir?
John, what do you have?
Yes, I've spoken to Mr. Tan Ting Lok. He claims that he found the bag with the body already inside, but he was unable to tell us exactly where he found it and when.
You found the bag and it's not yours?
It is new. I can sell for money.
Record a statement from him.
Sir,
Yeah.
the pathologist is here.
Great, thanks. Dr. Lau, can I have your assessment?
Yes. The body shows the features of early decomposition. There is abrasion on the front of the right cheek and a bruise on the front of the nose. The post-mortem interval is likely to be between 18 and 24 hours.
So the victim would have died probably close to a day?
That's correct. The skin margins of the stumps appear to be serrated in some areas.
And based on the marks, could the legs have been sawn off?
Yes, the thigh bones have been very cleanly cut off. It suggests that a saw had been used, probably even a large saw.
Thank you, Dr. Lau.
You're welcome. See you at the mortuary
Yes.
tomorrow.
Right. Forensics, let's process the scene. Team, quick brief. What we have now is the upper torso wrapped with trash bag in a suitcase. Legs are missing. Kelly, get in touch with NEA. Ask them to collect all the rubbish within the 2 km radius. Have it brought to a collection center for us to sieve through later. Then after that, lead your team to the surrounding and canvass for more witnesses. It appears that the legs were cut with a saw. Jonathan, I want you to check all the nearby surrounding shops and ask if anybody bought a saw. The bag looks new. Ask the shopkeepers that too.
No.
This is obviously not the primary scene. We'll follow the trail and see where it leads us to.
Yes, sir. Seems like the blood trail stops here.
No CCTVs. Hey, Krishnan.
Yes, sir.
Dashcam. Get hold of the owner, get him to come down, have a look at the footage, and see what sort of clues we can get.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's head over there. Krishna, you take the luggage department, I'll go to the hardware department.
Yes, sir. Sir, do you remember if anyone came in this morning to buy a black luggage, larger than this?
So many people come and buy luggage every day, sir. How to remember who buy what bag, sir?
Can I know whether anybody bought any hand saws, electric saws?
Yes, this morning someone bought an electric saw.
Two men came this morning to buy a saw. They came together.
This type?
Cheap and good.
About what time?
11:30 a.m.
Do you have the shop CCTV footage?
No, we don't have.
There he is. Based on the clothing he's wearing, he could be a foreigner. I'll need a copy of the footage. Hello? The owner responded. Okay, get him to meet us at his car.
As suspected, there was indeed an abrasion across the lower jaw. Taken together, the facial injuries would suggest that the cause of death was consistent with smothering. Microscopic examination of the muscles on the cut ends of the thighs indicated that both lower limbs were likely to have been sawn off after death.
Okay, thank you. Look, timestamp is 1:15 p.m. The bag was already here.
And the suspect bought it at 9:27 a.m.
That gives us a specific time frame to work on.
Yeah.
Okay, secure all the pole cams. See whether we can get a sighting.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Sir, we are ready. We have assembled all the pole cam footages of the suspects.
Okay, line it up and see what he has been up to.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we know that the suspect bought a luggage and a jigsaw from Hanifa's at 9:27 a.m.
Yes, we found the footage of the suspect exiting 3F hardware shop together with the accomplice at 11:19 a.m. According to the shopkeeper, they sold the bow saw to two men.
So he wasn't working alone.
So they bought 2 saws on the same day. A jigsaw at 9:27 and a bow saw almost 2 hours later.
I guess they would have used the bow saw instead of the jigsaw because the blade of the jigsaw is much shorter, difficult to cut through.
Then at 11:36 a.m., they exited Eng Ho Ming Trading Shop.
We spoke to the shopkeeper. He remembers selling trash bags to two men, same time as the ones used to wrap the torso.
And sir, the suspects were frequently spotted at Rowell Road.
There's a high chance they're staying at the vicinity. It's 4 a.m. Mobilize the team. We'll do a manual search tomorrow at all hostels at Rowell Road at daybreak.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen these two gentlemen in the hotel?
I'm afraid not.
How about your colleague?
No.
Have you seen these guys?
No. If you want, you can check the other side.
Okay, thanks.
Excuse me, can I help you?
Yes, you are?
My name is Niraj. I'm the hostel manager.
Great. I'm Roy Lim, Deputy Head Special Investigation Section CID. We are looking for these two men. You know them?
Yes, they are my tenants. The younger one is Ramzan Rizwan and the older one is Rashid Mohammed.
Great. Check with ICA, get their info.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Actually, there's a third guy that shares the same room, but I haven't seen him in a while.
Okay, Mr. Niraj, we are investigating a murder case. I'm going to show you a photograph of a deceased. Let me know, do you recognize this person?
Yes, that's him. He just checked in 8 days ago.
Sir, we've got a hit on the two suspects. They are here on a social visit pass. It expires next week.
Get your team, lay an ambush. When they come back, we'll be here.
Yes, sir.
I'm Roy Lim, Deputy Head Special Investigation Section CID. Do you know Mohammad Noor?
We share the same room.
Louis, Kelly, with me. The rest continue. Show me your room. Who else lives here?
Ramzan.
Where's Ramzan? What happened to Noor? Rashid, we know you bought a saw yesterday. Where's the saw now? Kelly? Rashid, I'm arresting you for murder.
Suspect spotted.
Hey, stop!
Ramzan Rizwan, you're under arrest for murder.
Tell me about Mohammad Noor.
Noor cheated me of all my money.
He's a cunning old man. They all say it was easy to make money in Singapore. Liars.
And all our visas are expiring next week. What do we do?
Need to find a way to make fast money.
Oh! Hey, no! Why are you always so clumsy?
Getting old already. Can I join? Oh, you are not playing real money.
You got money to gamble?
Little bit. Okay, I'll go to sleep.
Hey, wait! Come, let's play. With real money.
Okay.
You shuffle.
Not my day today.
Never mind. Play again. Come.
Okay. Mari. Yes. Wow, today I'm so lucky. Maybe tomorrow is your day, my brother. But for now, thanks for the game.
We realize we have been tricked and we were not the only ones.
He deserved to die.
So you killed him?
We just wanted our money back.
Where were you the night of the murder?
In my room, sleeping.
Once Noor returned, Rashid called me. That was our plan. He distracted Noor, and I came and surprised him from behind. We just wanted to scare him. But when Rashid took the Nara, the drawstring, from his pen and strangled him, I got scared. I ran away when Noor was still alive and shouting. I didn't even take any of his money.
We found $3,318 in your possession when we arrested you. Where did the money come from? You said that Noor was shouting, but nobody heard any commotion.
No, Ramzan was there all the way with me. He suffocated Noor with his shirt.
Rashid was the one who killed him. He used the string on Noor.
Look, we have more than enough evidence to prove that both of you are involved in Noor's murder. You might as well confess now.
Yes, I did it. But Ramzan made me do it.
It was Rashid's idea.
So what did you do then?
Rashid left to buy a saw and a bag. But he is so stupid. He bought the wrong saw type and the bag is too small. So I went with Rashid to get a proper saw. Rashid said that we'll go back first to use the trash bag we bought to cover the floor. Meanwhile, I went to buy a bigger bag. When I returned, Rashid was busy sawing off the legs.
It was very difficult to cut the leg, so Ramzan took over.
There was not much blood.
So where are the legs?
Sir, we're at Google Road right now. ETA in 5 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Hello? Okay, great, thanks. We have matched both your fingerprints to the ones found on the trash bag covering the body.
I tell you what, you go to Jalan Kubo, place it at the cemetery, then come and help me.
Okay. Come. Hey, there's blood.
Huh?
Come, let's go. Come.
Bring Rashid here. So is this the location you and Ramzan agreed to dispose of the body?
Yes.
The three of yours stay with him, the rest follow me. Kelly, Krishnan, take the right. We'll take the left.
Sir.
Guys, found it!
Both Rashid Mohammed and Ramzan Rizwan were found guilty of the murder of Muhammad Noor. They received the death penalty. In the case you have just seen, the suspects were tracked down and arrested within 24 hours after the dismembered body was first discovered. More than 100 officers from the Criminal Investigation Department, the Police Intelligence Department, and the Central and Tanglin Police Divisions were involved in the operation to track down the suspects. CID's forensic officers also played a major role in this murder investigation. The crime scene officers combed the crime scene extensively for any potential evidence. Specialized equipment and chemical techniques were also deployed during the search and recovery of forensic evidence. The Health Sciences Authority conducted the post-mortem examination, which was pivotal in ascertaining the cause of death. Ultimately, the hard work, effort, and perseverance of all the officers contributed to the successful closure of this gruesome murder case. Anyone with information on illegal or suspicious activities may call the police hotline at 1-800-255-0000. You can also submit the information online via Eyewitness at police.gov.sg/eyewitness or through our Police at SG app.
Scam alert.
There has been a resurgence of phone impersonation scams. In 2017, more than $12.5 million was lost to such scams alone. So how did the scammers do this? Typically, the victims will receive messages or calls from persons claiming to be a Chinese government official from the China Ministry of Public Security or China Interpol. The victim will be told that a parcel under the victim's name contained illegal goods and was detained by the China authorities, or that the victim had committed a criminal offense. The victim would then be asked to provide their personal details and particulars for investigation purposes. These included internet banking credentials or one-time passwords, also known as OTPs. Most recently, victims have been asked to withdraw the money and hand the money over to a stranger or remit the money to bank accounts in China. In some cases, victims have been instructed to transfer money using Bitcoin vending machines. The scammers would send the victim a QR code to be scanned at a Bitcoin vending machine before depositing the money into the machine. If the victims did not do as told, scammers may sometimes threaten them with imprisonment or use other scare tactics. Members of the public are advised to be vigilant to prevent themselves from being scammed. Here are some tips to avoid becoming a victim of such phone scams. Ignore such calls and the caller's instructions. Remember that no government agency would ever request for personal details or transfer of money over the phone, nor would they do so through automated voice machines. If you receive a suspicious call from a local number, hang up. Wait for a while before calling back to check the validity of the request. Scammers may use caller ID spoofing technology to display a different number. Never provide your name, identification number, passport details, contact details, bank details, or credit card details to such callers. Call a trusted friend or relative before you act. You may be overwhelmed by fear or other emotions. To seek scam-related advice, you may call the anti-scam helpline at 1-800-722-6688 or go to scamalert.sg. We've come to the end of this episode of Crimewatch. If you have any feedback, do drop us an email. I'm DSP Jonathan Aoyong. Until next time, do your part to prevent, deter, and detect crimes in your neighborhood.